I cannot believe what I am seeing. The trade has become official between the Miami Heat and Golden State to send Jimmy Butler to the Warriors. And in return, Miami will be getting Andrew Wiggins, but there is something that Miami Heat fans do not like. What's up, guys? Welcome to Heat Digest. My name is George Michael Perez, aka G Mike. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how the Miami Heat are giving Andrew Wiggins the number 22 right after Jimmy Butler's departure and how Heat fans do not like it. But before we get into it, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, become a part of the 67% who have been showing love, support, and care for everyone here at Digest Media and all of us at Heat Digest. So yes, Jimmy is going to be going to the Golden State Warriors, and in return from the Warriors, we're getting Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, and 3 draft picks. And there's other pieces that are coming as well, but it's not from the Warriors. Now, we're getting Wiggins in return, and there has been an update that Wiggins will be wearing the number 22 when he makes his Heat debut, probably on Monday. Now, if you haven't followed Andrew Wiggins, from Kansas University, he wore 22. When he got drafted to the Cleveland Cavaliers, he never made a debut because he got traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Kevin Love, who is now on the Heat, by the way. He went to Timberwolves. He wore 22 there. Played a few years for them. He actually played with Jimmy Butler when Jimmy Butler was in the Minnesota Timberwolves. Jimmy wore 23. Wiggins wore 22. When he went to the Golden State Warriors, he wore 22 as well. So I understand why Andrew Wiggins wants 22, but as Heat fans, we're not pretty happy about it. This guy here, Spo and Terry, did it at Alf954 on X. I don't like that Wiggins is wearing 22, not even a little bit. We are with you, brother. We are with you. Us Heat fans, a lot of Heat fans on Twitter. I can't post all the tweets of them on here. Just saw this one, and I thought it was just simple, direct, and ready to show. Of us Heat fans, we feel the same way, brother. Jimmy brought a lot to the table. He brought a lot for us in the last 6 years. He did a lot for us as a fan base, and there's no reason why we should be giving up his jersey so early. Maybe not retire it because he didn't get us a championship and the teams that he's been with, but just like LeBron James, no one has worn number 6 since LeBron has left. Yes, we haven't retired it, so someone can wear it, but out of respect, we're not giving it to anybody right now, and we should be doing the same thing with Jimmy Butler. Now, some people can say it could just be assumptions on Wiggins gonna wear 22 that people don't really know. We gotta see whenever he gets the press conference of them making his arrival and stuff like that. But even with NBA Central here, they have shown the graphic that the Miami Heat Twitter themselves put up on their page. And just like the NBA Central says here, the Miami Heat let Andrew Wiggins wear Jimmy Butler's old number on their welcome graphic. So if you think that they're not going to let him wear that jersey, man, you better think again. It's just not cool, man. He did a lot for Miami. He did a lot for the fan base. He did a lot for the organization, the front office, and his teammates on the court as well. Took him to a lot of playoffs, won a lot of games. Yes, he didn't do a lot in the regular season, but that's where he made his name, Playoff Jimmy, when it came to the playoffs. Like 4 Eastern Conference Finals, 2 NBA Finals, and we'll go a little more over that. But even his teammates know that he did a lot of work in Miami, and they appreciate it.
A big takeaway of mine is the sort of like unfortunate nature of how it all went down. Anybody who's able to look at it objectively and not over emotionally, anybody would say that Jimmy had an incredible stint in Miami. I mean, if it wasn't the best basketball of his career, it was damn near. And then not to mention, like, we had a lot of great runs in teams that, I guess overachieved, right? And that's like what we're all trying to do, right? Is overachieve and do something bigger than what people, had set out for. So, I feel like I've been a beneficiary of being his teammate. There've been great moments. There've been challenging moments. That's sort of what you get when you get somebody that's as competitive and spirited as he is. I mean, he's a ruthless competitor for sure. I mean, that's that was always my takeaway whenever someone would ask me, like, what's it like playing with Jimmy, or what's his game like, or what makes him so good? Like, he's the only player that I've seen, or the player who does it the most, where his just like competitive spirit and will is what separates him. Like, you look at his game, it's like, yeah, he has skill. Obviously, he's got good footwork. He's athletic, but he's not like, there's nothing that's like extraordinary about anything that he does other than that, like his competitive spirit and will. So I think I learned a lot, just from, being in the locker room with them and competing with him. I've also, been able to play in some, really exciting environments and, fun stages because of him and, what he's been able to do in the playoffs. So, obviously sad to see him go, happy to see him go if that's where he wants to be. Obviously didn't want to be in Miami any longer. So, end of an era.
It is an end of an era, man. It's very sad to see Jimmy go after all he's done for us. But let's look at what he's done for us, right? Like I said, 2 NBA final appearances, and you'll see it here from at Jim Butler Moose on X. 2 NBA finals appearances, 2 great NBA finals. That one of them was against Los Angeles Lakers with LeBron James and Anthony Davis and that whole squad in the bubble, in the NBA bubble, which what a time that was. A great performance by Jimmy. We had a few injuries there, so it kind of depleted us, but we took them to 6 games. We won 2, they won 4, they became NBA champions. But Jimmy Butler had a crazy run, and he had one specific game that was amazing, which I think was game 5 with a 45-point triple-double, doing massive work there. He was an Eastern Conference MVP, which was on 2023, beating the Celtics in 7 games, going on to play the Denver Nuggets, which was the second NBA Finals appearance. In that NBA Finals, we had injuries as well, which depleted us. But the Nuggets overall were just a better team with height and more shooting and more defense being played. And Jimmy was on a messed up ankle that Finals. And he still went hard and played every game. So that's another thing to appreciate. He became a 2-time All-Star with the Miami Heat, 3-time All-NBA player, first in triple-doubles in franchise history in just 6 years, first in 40-point playoff games, most points in a playoff game in franchise history, which was 56, which was against the Milwaukee Bucks, where the Milwaukee Bucks were predicted to gentlemen sweep us, but we did the exact opposite to them. So he gave us a lot of memories, man, and we really have to thank him for that. And the way that we're just giving away his number after, all the drama that have gone on for a month and a half, 2 months, whatever the length may be, and whatever stuff that happened between him and Pat Riley and Mickey Arison or Eric Spoelstra, like, us as a fan base, we still loved him. He wanted to leave because it's more an assumption here, but there was more of the fact that he wanted to bring bigger pieces, more all-star pieces, maybe a superstar piece to come help him out in Miami so they can win. Pat Riley did not do that for him, so he ultimately wanted to get out of there. And just like Duncan Robinson, a very competitive individual. And if you're just giving him some sort of hope to try to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, the NBA Finals, it's not so much for you to try to bring in someone to help him out. Yes, maybe you try to trade for Damian Lillard, but the trade package that the Portland Trail Blazers didn't want. But there was rumors of Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal, and etc. And the list goes on and on. But Pat Riley didn't want to give up certain pieces to get those players in return. And now it goes to where we're at now. Jimmy wanted to leave. He left. He's a Golden State Warrior. We're bringing in Andrew Wiggins, who's a guy that wore his number on several other teams. And now you bring him to Miami, and now you give him the number on that. Us Heat fans, we do not like that. We don't think that you should be doing that. At least give like a good 3 to 5 year break on someone wearing that number, because Jimmy did a lot for us, and we're grateful that we had him. For us guys here at Heat Digest and Digest Media, I'm George Michael Perez, a.k.a. G Mike, and hopefully we'll see you on the next video. Peace!